Alright, so this is the first update video that I'm doing since I started recoding my engine. Um, Basically, as my code grew really big, I was sort of building all this really nice clean code off of this really old, not so clean code, and so I had to take lots of shortcuts and things and try to force it to work and stuff. So rather than deal with that anymore, I decided to recode the whole engine, which should open up a lot of things for future modders and whatnot. And it is going to make future implementations and stuff a lot easier. So, yeah, let's get started and just go check out our new enhancements here. So we've got health bars and mana bars working. Those were pretty darn easy to add. I was just lazy and never really felt like adding them, so they're added now. The menus themselves will slide in and out. And if I were to level up my character really fast here, totally not cheating, by the way, just leveling up my character, that the bars will increase and it will increase your that window there. The window will resize itself automatically to whichever one of those three lines is the biggest. So your name, class, level, your health bar, or your mana bar, whichever one of those is the biggest, it will resize it to. Your health and stuff will continue to grow past 100. 100 is, it switches to question mark, just so that you don't have numbers flying off the screen. But it will continue to grow past that up until you have a full black bar at 400 health. Your health and stuff will still grow past that. It just won't give you any visual indicators of such. You'll just have to hit that character a ton of times in order to lower their health and stuff below 400, in which case their bar will start going down. Previously, if I brought up my menu here and I backed out of it, it would walk me back to my start location. Now it is split into two parts, so it'll bring up my movement range again, and then it will walk me back to my start location. If I press the back arrow again, and then I get the cursor, so I can move that around using 8 directional movement, which is nice and fancy and moves pretty quickly and stuff. So I can explore the map. I can no longer walk. I can no longer move the cursor or the characters off the map, so the game will not break or anything there. And if I push the back button at any time during this little escapade here, it will bring me back to my character and allow me to move them again. If I selected a different character, it will show their stats page, and all of their stuff displays nicely. If I select the character that is whose turn it is, and then I back out of this, it will simply bring me back to their movement range and stuff again. My next update here is if I start putting these characters in order, how they were selected. At this point, every character has had a turn, so it's going to generate a new turn order. Basically what happens is it's going to multiply every character's agility value by a random number between 0.5 and 1.5, so plus or minus 50%. Each character will have a random number generated for them, and it will sort the it'll sort the character's turn based off of that number. So this character got selected to go first, and then obviously this turn order is different from last time. If a character, if you wanted to give a character double turns, so being able to go twice per round, you can add that pretty simply, and it will generate another random value for them and then insert them into the list a second time. Not necessarily back to back. It could be anywhere based off of that random value. So if they rolled a really high number for their first random value and a really low number for their second value, they would be pretty spread apart. If they rolled basically the same number twice. They would have 2 turns in a row, which is in these kind of games when that happens, when the boss gets like 2 turns in a row, it's rough. But yeah, the last kind of graphical update I have is if a character kind of walks over all of your characters, the active character will always display on top. So that, again, basically something nobody's ever really going to notice, but all of these little minor details and stuff will make everything nice and fanciful in the full release of the game. So yeah, that's about it for this update. Nobody really cares about bug fixes and optimization and stuff, so I'm not really going to talk about that. But that's all in there too. But other than that, that's about it for this update. I'm still working on recoding everything, so battle cutscenes, enemy AI, and all that stuff is broken at current time, but I will see you all next time once I get everything else fixed. So, yeah, hope you enjoy.